leave something to remember, so they won't forget I was here. I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Atlanta, Georgia played host to some of the biggest parties for LIII, and of course there's the big game. But one of the things that we at MadFlavor love to cover are the charities. Celebrities and athletes came together and gave back in various causes for their community. In its 10th year, the Ditka and Jaws Cigars with the Stars have become the unofficial yet official kickoff for Super Week. This event supports the Gridiron Greats, Jaws Youth Playbook, and After the Impact.
Well, I think first of all, you have to support these types of events just because so many people are involved, and you have to give back to these communities of people. And it's really kind of cool to show respect for those that came before us, show respect for our military, and also because of Jaws' playbook for the youth. I think when you talk about youth at risk, we've got to show that it's important. These charities are important, and we've got to do the best we can to give back to them. I think one thing that's been proven is that athletics improves the lives of young people. There's so many great quality lessons that they can learn, not just about physical fitness, but about mental fitness, about individual growth, leadership skills are taught. And so Jaws playbook for youth is just, I think, so important because it helps these young people in their development.
Well, for us, it's one thing to reconnect with some of the guys you played against and you played with. It's always great to see the coach if he's able to make it out. But the main thing is we give our bodies to this game. And when you have a commitment like that, there's a price to pay. And all of us, all the guys who have played here, there's a good chance they might be dealing with something from a physical standpoint. And even beyond that, if you fall on hard times, there's a fun that's out there that represents the camaraderie that we experience playing together. And that's what this is about. It helps the guys who need help, and it's fantastic to be a part of that. For me, a great cigar is a mini vacation. It will take you from whatever you're doing, whether it's tough or challenging, it will take you to a place of serenity. It's almost like putting your feet up while you're standing there having a puff. It's the nicest thing in the world. For those who are really into cigars, don't understand what I'm saying, but those who haven't tried it, sometimes the smell may get to them or the smoke, but you look beyond that. It's this soothing effect that I think we all need because life is too short. You need to take your time and enjoy what you can.
I've been on the board of Gridiron Greats for a while now, and just between Gridiron Greats and After the Impact, which obviously helps our military veterans and former players, and then with Jaws and his youth playbook helping risk at youth, I mean, you just look at what this stands for and who they're trying to help. From a former player standpoint, we know that players way back in the day didn't have it as good as we had it as the players now, and sometimes they can fall on hard times. And I always say one of the first things we've done when a teammate falls down is you reach a hand down to help them up, and that's what Gridiron Great, certainly that part of it with the assistants wants to do, and that's why so many current players and former players show up at this party. This is the party for players and former players because they all understand the fraternity here.
Well, it's a great event. I love these two guys, two ex-players, two great players. They're trying to do their best from a charity perspective now of helping retired players, especially the pre-93ers we didn't make anything. We didn't make any money. I mean, we were good to pay rent, not a mortgage, but rent. I mean, it was it's a different world, What makes a great cigar? Well, it starts with the seed, basically, and then the perfectionist who rolls them. I mean, and you got to love that the Cuban stuff because it's got a unique flavor. Coach Ditka and I have been dear friends for a long time. We both like to have a cigar as we're playing golf and tell stories. And we were doing our countdown show up in Bristol, Connecticut on ESPN. We'd done with the show. We'd go watch some games, smoke a cigar, watch football. And, we both have philanthropic organizations that we're involved with. His is Gridiron Greats. Mine is the Jaws Youth Playbook. And we also include After the Impact. And we just thought, hey, we both like the camaraderie of being around people. Let's do something at the Super Bowl. And the idea was spawned, and it turned into this. 10 years, this party has been really the kickoff of the Super Bowl, a gathering place for the celebrities. It's early enough so people can have a good time and go to all the wild and crazy parties later. But it's just a nice group where we can talk, socialize, and have a great time. And it really is the kickoff of Super Bowl activity.
On Friday night at the College Football Hall of Fame, comedic icon Cedric the Entertainer was joined by fellow comedians Michael Blackson, Deion Cole, DC Young Fly, and others for the First and Goal Comedy Bowl to benefit the Rashard Jennings Foundation. NFL running back Rashard Jennings created his foundation to touch on 3 specific areas: the Reading Challenge, the Locker Room Project, and Camp 180. We caught up with DC Young Fly and Cedric the Entertainer to find out why the Rashard Jennings Foundation is so important to support.
As you all know, we need no introduction. We're here with DC Young Fly.
Hello. What's up, baby?
What's going on? So you are going to be on stage tonight. How do you feel?
Man, first of all, this is my first time on stage with Sid, so I'm very proud, you know what I'm saying? All the, you know what I'm saying? OG, Deion, and Mike, man, we finna go up here and go crazy. That's all we do.
What projects you got working on right now?
Man, you know what? Shout out to Master P, man, Fatboy SSC. We got, I got the Hook Up 2 dropping 420. What else I got, y'all?
Help him out.
How High 2.
Okay.
How High 2 dropping.
Okay.
How High 2 dropping 420. Sorry, y'all. I got the Hook Up 2 dropping in May, and the movie me and Jay Farrell with Cat Williams.
Okay.
2 Minutes of Fame dropping in the summertime. Trap Soul just dropped that, and my boy Folds Up just dropped here back in motion. You dig what I'm saying? So we working.
Okay. So who can get this work on Instagram now? Like I know you was going in on Jazz.
Y'all
be going in on each other.
You know we twins. That's my twin brother.
Now who get this work now on Instagram now?
Man, you know what? People who just mess up. You know, and whoever the fans want. You know, now I'm friends with everybody out on roast, so it's like, y'all cool. I'm just waiting for somebody to just fuck up, you know, and then I'm gonna just tear their ass up.
Well, you know we here for the Super Bowl 2019 at ATL. So who you going for, Rams or Patriots?
I don't give a damn. The Falcons ain't in it.
Okay.
I don't care. Who you gonna be at the game?
I'm not gonna be.
All right then. At my point exactly.
Thank you.
See it on TV.
Thank you.
It's all good, baby.
This your
right
blog. This your blog. Hey, what's up? This is Quajon. We are here on the red carpet.
We got the original king of comedy.
What's that?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
Gets no better. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm great, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So you are headlining this comedy thing. How you feeling tonight?
That's good. You know, this is the first one I actually host the party. So we got, you know, and so this is the first and goal comedy bowl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start doing these at Super Bowl time, bringing out some of the hottest comedians all at once. So we got an odd night tonight. Me, DC Young Fly, Deion Cole, Michael Blackson, and a little surprise guest. It's gonna be a hot night tonight. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time in here. So we're trying to jump this off. We're in the middle of the A. It's Super Bowl right here in the little. It's a Ferris wheel over. I mean, it's so special. You from Atlanta?
I am not. Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay, it's almost like Atlanta, but not really.
Not quite.
Yeah, but the same.
Almost.
Not really, but no.
Not really.
Big up.
So you know we here for Rashard Jennings Foundation.
Indeed.
Why is it so important that we have foundations, that we support foundations such as these?
Well, I mean, you know, the thing about it, you know, we saw Rashard dealing with his young daughter, And that story got really big. But, and I mean, him being an athlete and being so focused and being such a big man dealing with this beautiful little child and having to deal with that. We know there's so many other fathers and families out here that have very tough times, don't have the resources, the money, the circumstances, and they have these same serious illnesses. So the opportunity to do something that's connected to football, the NFL, with somebody that means something to the community, we are recognized, and that can actually do some great work to help people that really need it. It's an easy call.
Absolutely.
Easy call.
Well, you're one of the OGs. You hit the ground running with your comedy work. But how do you feel about the social media comedians that are coming out on social media? How do you feel about that?
It's good. I mean, I think, the world evolves. That's the whole thing about it. I think, to be a great stand-up, you got to go on stage. So, I mean, you can do bits and do skits, and that's dope. Whatever you get however you get your weight up. But to actually go and perform when people spend money and they come out to see you, you want to go on that stage and work that out. Ain't no other way to get around that. You don't have no video cameras and no retakes. When people pay, once they pay the loot, they like, hey, give it to me right now.
Okay. And so what projects you got working on right now that you can tell us about?
So right now, of course, we're on the Neighborhood on CBS. It's we just got picked up for a second season. It's the #1 new comedy on CBS. I'm on The Last OG. The second season will be coming on in April. Me, Tracy Morgan, Tiffany Haddish. That's a hot show. Everybody love that show. It's running on first season on Netflix right now. Then I got a couple movie projects. Johnson Family 2 we got developing. And then a couple other ones I can't quite say yet, but But life was good. I can't complain.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I see your presence on Instagram is very heavy.
Yeah, you got to be on the gram, right?
Got to be on the gram.
I think you got to be on the gram. I think there's somebody, I think it was a law or something, somebody passed it.
We have Lil Duval here, like really. What's up?
You already know it's I'm living my best life. I got to go get on stage now. Let me get out of here.
Donate. We know you have it in you. Visit southtexasblood.org.
Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll get everything in your heart for. We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do, to lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make, whatever legacy you're gonna leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you.
So tell us, you're retired. How do you feel coming back to like Super Bowl events? Does it make you kind of miss like the nuance of just the
game itself? Yes. Playing in the game and knowing all the hoopla around. I was here 20 years ago, but I was playing in the game. So I never had a chance to get out and see the parties, the festivities, and so forth. But this is really special. A good friend of mine, and is here supporting this event.
And what do you do to give back, during your leisure time?
In terms of to community service, Well, yeah, I work with kids with cancer. I've done that in the past. I've worked with Special Olympics. Currently, I'm teaching the course on the business of professional sports and educating kids with professional perspectives that want to play professional sports. Just the business, the pitfalls, the highs, the lows, the finances, and so forth. And that's how I spend my leisure time.
What do you do to give back during your off season?
Well, first, I go back to the school, Alexander Elementary. I actually visited there last Friday. This is where I put my dream room, the Dream Forever Dream Room. It's a technology room based off science, technology, engineering, math, the STEM program, which allows underprivileged kids who don't have internet at home, who don't have resources to surf or do online assignments, or even look at online lectures at home to have access right there in their school. The school at Alexander Elementary is actually 94% impoverished. You know, all these kids on free and reduced lunch, they don't got no internet at home. So all I'm doing, I'm just trying to make it a level playing field to give these kids the resources and opportunities that they deserve. I also do a lot of things. Tampa is a big veteran community, so I do things with veterans. And I just try to serve. That's the best I can do. Just like I was telling my dog over here, as an NFL player, our best platform that we have is the platform to give and to serve. We work so hard during the season. I mean, we got 6, 7, 8 months of just hard work. The least we can do is get out there in our communities and be a positive impact for the people in that community.
Tell us a little bit about the Ray of Hope and what compelled you to start.
Oh my goodness, John Brinkus gave me a phone call, and you know what's funny was I had always just took random calls and whatever mothers call, talk to my child, bullying, cancer, whatever it was, and then John called me one day and a young kid had a tumor in his brain, and John was like, he doesn't want to hear from nobody. But his wife says if he hear from you, it'll change him. And I just did this video from my heart, and I just shared it, and I'm telling you, it's the craziest story ever, but this kid comes back to us, and his wife said he's watched this video almost 100 times a day. He went back to the doctor, the tumor was gone. Wow. Now, God is God, but I'm just telling you what hope can do. And so John came back. He ended up passing, but John came back and John said, we got to do this. And I was like, let's figure it out. Let's figure something out. And then when you realize when all of the communities that I'm in, the broken communities, the disturbed communities, and even our country, we've lost hope in each other, right? And trust in each other. It's like, why we just won't help each other? Why we just won't teach each other something, right? And so this whole platform is created that you grab one, you grab another one, you grab another one, and you teach them what you don't know. But you got to find out where they're hurting at.
One more question. Is there a school coming up in the future? You have to do a school. I see it. The Ray of Hope.
The Ray of Hope School? You just put it in the air. It's happening. It's happening. In Baltimore. It's definitely happening. Let's do it.
I'm down.
During Super Week, Microsoft hosted multiple celebrity and athlete-filled events celebrating this year's Surface NFL Make Believe Happen campaign. The events consisted of a series of Surface-themed activations revolved around music, fashion, film, and experiences at the official VIP Microsoft Lounge at Super Bowl 53. Some of these celebrities and athletes in attendance were Drew Brees, Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski and Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara, Juju Smith-Schuster, and more.
I was so impressed with the high school students I had a chance to meet as they were developing their business plans, developing their side hustles, so to speak, and just really getting a chance to feel what their passions were and where their interests lay. And it was great to see them obviously channel that into what was going to be their business model and their pitch. But each one of them had something that was philanthropic included in there, some sort of cause that was important to them that they were wanting the business to also be able to impact in a positive way. And so that really struck me as well, because it became more about serving others, about making this world a better place, as it was about developing their side hustle.
In its 19th year, the Celebrity Sweat Flag Football Challenge took place at SunTrust Park on Saturday, February 2nd. Celebrity Sweat's mission is to use sports and music to help motivate and inspire people to live a healthier lifestyle by sharing training, conditioning, and nutritional tips from top pro athletes and celebrities.
We are with Football Hall of Famer great, Mr. Andre Reed. How are you?
I'm great. Oh, weather's awesome here in Atlanta. Super Bowl, what, tomorrow? Tomorrow's the Super Bowl? We're here.
I think so.
Yes, we're here at Celebrity Sweat. This is a great event for the military and raising money for the military, awareness about the military. The kids out here, it's awesome.
Nice. Okay, so are you hosting this event? Are you going to play and show us some moves? Like, what are you going to do today?
I am going to try to get out there a little bit. Maybe I got another interview. I got another appearance I have to do. But just being here and with all the people that are involved in this is pretty nice.
Okay. So, honestly speaking, who are you going for tomorrow?
I am going for the Rams tomorrow, and I would like to see the Rams win, but it's tough to bet against the Patriots and what they've done over the last, I don't know how many years. This is their 9th Super Bowl in 15 years, and you know what they've done is a benchmark of what you want to be as a player and as a team. But I'd like to see the Rams win.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing just dandy today. The great weather, you can't ask for better weather today.
Okay, so we see that you have on a uniform, so you're obviously playing. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I feel good about it. I don't know how I'm going to perform in this game. You know, I'm used to the baseball field. You know, I see a 100-yard football field here, but it's going to bring back some memories. I just hope I don't get too intense and competitive where I go out here and hurt myself.
Okay, so you're not trying to be MVP?
Absolutely not. I'm just trying to get out of this game healthy.
Okay. So how do you feel about the Super Bowl being in Atlanta this year?
You know, I love it. I love it. You know, especially what happened last time with the weather, really setting the Super Bowl back a little bit. But this year we got great weather. I expect an exciting game. So I can't ask for anything better.
Okay. And what is Ron Jordan doing nowadays?
You know, what I broadcast, I still broadcast for the Atlanta Braves, pre- and post-game show for Fox Sports South. I love doing that. I love being a part of Fox Sports South and the Braves. And, you know, I write children's books through my foundation. I give scholarships, so I stay busy.
Awesome. You guys go follow Ron Jordan. No real introduction needed. We have Billy Blanks with us. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. So you obviously have on a uniform, so you're playing.
Yeah, I'm playing the game.
Are you trying to go for MVP?
Oh, I'm trying to go for the MVP. I don't like the word try. I'm going for the MVP. You know what I'm trying? And I just think it's awesome to be out here to serve the troops and the kids, help raise money, and I think it's to give back to the community. It's really a blessing.
Nice. Okay, so with all of the fad diets that's going on, like the keto diet for one, and you've gotten it from the muscle, how do you feel about that in this new age of dieting?
Well, I think, you know, as a trainer from the days of Odin, I think all this stuff is good. I just think that people have to watch it. I just think the most important thing that I do when I'm training people is I want them to get a chance to see what a workout can do for you first before I start to even put them on a diet. And once they get a chance to see what a workout does for them, then they get a chance to say, well, you know what, let me take this away. Let me take this away. I think people, when you start teaching people that physical fitness is more than just a physical tool, it's a tool to help you learn how to communicate with your own body.
Absolutely.
Because that's what the world's all about right now, is communications, using cell phones. So my thing is teaching people how to take your body and your mind and bring them both together.
Nice. Okay, and what current projects are you working on right now that you could tell us about?
I just finished a boomboxing product. I'm looking forward to everybody seeing boomboxing because it's a product that gives the people a chance to learn how to box. You know, the whole world loves boxing. So what I did was take from Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, George Foreman. I took all their moves and I put them into a routine where women, men, children, everybody could do. So I'm really looking forward to boomboxing coming out next month.
Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, we got a question for you. You are no stranger to the Super Bowl. What was your most memorable Super Bowl moment when you were there?
Oh man, just winning that first Super Bowl, our first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 27 out in Pasadena. Winning that game, man, and a few years before that we were, 3-13 and 1-15, and then short years later to be winning a Super Bowl that nobody gave us a chance to win. Man, I sat naked in that locker room for hours after the game. I wanted to wait till the last person to leave before I even stepped in the shower and started putting on my clothes just to absorb that whole moment. Whenever you take that journey from the worst to the first to the best in the world, and very few people get a chance to experience being the best in the world, it's something you want to stay in and live in as long as you can. And I just sat in that locker room and couldn't believe it, that we all came together We all sacrificed, but we all accomplished what we wanted to accomplish.
Thank you so much.
Much
Go
love.
Cowboys.
Much love.
Africa, a land of many voices, cultures, and opportunities. People who are innovative and optimistic, and yet hunger persists in many African countries. It's a problem we can solve. Together, we can support programs that help hungry people in Africa. Tell your pastor. Remember,
I am my sister.
I am my brother.
Recruit new voices. Have faith. End hunger.
Number 5.
On Saturday, February 2nd, over Super Bowl weekend, Rolling Stone took over the Goat Farm Arts Center by Skylight in Atlanta. The event featured special performances from Ludacris and 300 Entertainment's artist Young Thug, as well as performances by Gunna and LIII. The event also showcased a set from world-renowned DJ Questlove.
Number 4.
For 3 days, Bud Light took over the State Farm Arena for the Super Bowl Music Fest. On Thursday night, it was the EA Bowl with Ludacris and Ciara. Quality Control presents Migos, Lil Yachty and Lil Baby, Metro Boomin and 21 Savage, and the Lil Jon set. The audience got a big surprise when T.I. and Young Jeezy joined Ludacris on stage. Friday night was Super Friday with Aerosmith and Post Malone. Bud Light ended its 3-day run on Saturday with Bruno Mars and Cardi B. MadFlavor asked Cardi B, "What you gonna give us on stage?" And she gave us a little twerk action.
Let me see it.
Drop it, Cardi. Drop it, Cardi.
Cardi B was not the only one we caught up with on the red carpet at the Bud Light Super Bowl Music Fest. We talked to some other celebrities about how their weekend was going and what were they most looking forward to. And of course, we're always trying to get the inside scoop here at MadFlavor TV.
How are you doing tonight?
I am awesome. How are you?
I'm blessed. You're looking snatched tonight, dog.
Oh, I do what I can when I can do it.
So you're an artist. You do everything. Tyler Perry, how does it feel?
It feels amazing. Having the Super Bowl here, obviously a win. We feel like we're all in the winner's circle. But then to have Atlanta represented so well, to have everybody being able to perform, to see artists like Cardi B, Bruno Mars, Aerosmith, you know, they really brought it in. So it feels really good tonight.
So what's your plan for 2019?
Bruh, living my best life, huh? Got a couple of things coming out. Saints and Sinners is renewed for another season 4 coming at y'all. We're joining teams with Hulu now, so that's really big. And I've got a pilot that I just did with a certain big wig.
So I'm trying to figure out if we're going to hear some music.
Oh, that's what you want to know?
Yes, the vocal cords, girl, that's what, no.
And I am telling you, music is coming soon. Okay? Promise.
So how did you feel to intertwine with music and Bud Light and NFL all in one?
Well, I think that when you think of Super Bowl traditions, you know, Budweiser started with the Bud Bowl years ago, and we saw music as a big opportunity to make downtown Atlanta come to life. So Thursday night with Ludacris' show, Friday night with Post Malone and Aerosmith, and tonight with the finale, Bruno Mars and Cardi B, we think it couldn't be a better example of what a great city we have here, and there's so much to do here, and music lives in Atlanta.
So did you ever expect to be this big and coming to Atlanta where you see everybody of walks of life coming to your city?
I did, because I'm a native here and I know this city and I love this city. But the creativity and what happens in this city, I think it's so fabulous for the world to see.
My last name is Fox, my first name is Jamie, my middle name is Motherfucker. When you see me out, you say that goes Jamie Motherfucker.
Number 3.
Saturday night was the Maxim Big Game Experience with performances by Jamie Foxx, Future, and Diplo. Future said, "Atlanta ain't ready for the vibes we bringin'." And Future was right. We weren't ready. The Maxim Big Game Experience has long been a celebrity hotbed and brings out all the A-list celebrities. And this year, it didn't disappoint.
Number 2.
When you combine aerialists, Sparks, Fire Eaters, Flow Rider, Gorilla Zoe, and a whole bunch of leather and lace, you get MadFlavor's favorite party, the Leather and Laces Party. Year after year, the Leather and Laces Party proves to be the hottest and chicest place to be during Super Bowl weekend. And while most people were asking who's going to win the big game, we had a more important question.
Leather or lace?
With leather trim.
I'm leather.
I'm lace.
The whole way.
Leather. Leather for me. Absolutely leather.
Oh man, lace all day long.
Oh, you let you know I'm gonna go. She with bondage leather.
Ooh. Well, sometimes it just depends, because, it depends on the time. Like, every now and then you got to soften it up a little bit with a little lace, girl. But I can get nasty with that leather. So I'm going to say tonight, I'm feeling a little leather. You understand what I'm saying? But in the morning, I'll give it to him softly and do a little lace.
I'm looking at happy right now.
I would love to know what you have on today.
I'll win some Versace, a big fan of Versace.
Well, thank you. And the other question I have for you, this is your second year performing here. What makes Leather and Lace one of your parties that you love to go to or come to?
Oh man, definitely, man. The people who's on the red carpet, those who come out and attend, definitely. Everyone come out here with the energy of, who just wanting to party. And I'm definitely honored to have my boy Gorilla Zoe here, repping the ATL.
What's happening? Yeah. Chilling. How you doing?
You said you were repping the ATL.
Yeah, I'm at home. We got my brother with me. What we doing?
The other question I have for you is, are we having an album come out soon?
Yeah, most definitely. You guys will get that real soon. So far, I've dropped the record Sweet Sensation. Look forward to a couple of more singles dropping. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to dropping one of those international albums again.
Are there any collaborations on the album?
Keep that on the low right now. But I might get Gorilla Zoe on that though.
So, Gorilla Zoe, tell me about your album that might be coming out soon.
My album dropped February 27th. So produced by Zay. It's called I Am Atlanta No. 4. But as far as my brother Flo album, y'all gotta check the album out. You gotta go get the album to see the features, to hear the features, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And another question I have for you, next year we know the Super Bowl will be in Miami. Tell me how Miami's gonna do it. Is it gonna be better than Atlanta?
Oh man, we got Gorilla Zoe down in Miami, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here in the ATL. I think it's going to be a collaborative effort. Definitely got love for the A, and look forward to it being an extravaganza down in the MIA.
So it sounds like it's going to be Atlanta meet Miami. Tell me about that.
MIA, my ATL. I love Miami. Miami's special. I'm from Atlanta. This home. This my brother home. That's my home. We at home. So let's have some hometown fun.
Number 1.
What do you get when Shaquille O'Neal becomes a DJ, a grandmaster, runs a Waffle House, and a pizza maker? Well, you get one of the most unique events of the weekend, and why it is MadFlavor's #1 event for Super Bowl 53. Shaq's Funhouse. On Friday, February 1st, Shaquille O'Neal took over Battery Park for a larger-than-life Shaq-sized extravaganza. It was part festival, part carnival, part circus, and one over-the-top experience.
Well, Shaq's always been a great supporter and I'm a fan of his, and he's someone that embodies this. He brings joy to everything he does, and I think that's really cool. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Dude, I don't know. It's been years since I've been to a Waffle House. I wouldn't even know what to order.
Hey, baby. Man, what's that? I'll see the party.
Shout out to Big Diesel. Glad to be here. Can't wait to go inside.
Heaven's gates won't open up for me. With these broken wings I'm falling. All I see is you. These city walls ain't got no love for me. I'm on the ledge of the 18th
mission of saving teens and accepting new directions is to direct, inspire, and uplift distraught teenagers to prevent violent resolutions to current situations. We plan to build self-confidence in teens and create a positive foundation for them to define who they are.
Pretty, pretty please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you're
I am beautiful,
Strong. I believe in myself.
and I will stand.
What are you binge watching on Netflix right now?
Binge watching, I don't watch shows like that, but I would say, I'm excited that Game of Thrones coming out this year, so I'm gonna be looking forward to that. But that's typically during June. But I watch The Office. The Office is like a little sense. It's a nice little sense of humor. Yeah, Mike, Dwight, all those guys. So it's fun.
So give me your best partying experience in Atlanta. You're young, millennial. I know you have one where it was like, that was the best time of my life in Atlanta.
Man, you know what? Man, I met Kurt Franklin last night. Yeah, at the BET 20th annual gospel celebration, the Superbowl celebration, man. So I just had a little stump in me. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good party, but man, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Birmingham, so I've been in Atlanta a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? A lot.
Bruh. It's weird because they have so many different events for so many different moods. Like we had the philanthropy Ray of Hope last night with Ray Lewis doing his thing in association with Porsche. We got this thing at Porsche. We have this here and the artists that they brought out. The first night was all at ATL artists, you know what I'm saying? So they represented us well. Last night they had Aerosmith and Post Malone. What it do, you guys? I love them. I don't want to close. I'm not going to do this to y'all. But tonight, to have Cardi B, Money, Bruno Mars, what? Look at my eye. That's how good it is tonight.
You know what? I just saw some kids in the hospital today. I think that's the best, most eye-opening It's so sweet. I haven't seen in a while.
Tell us a little bit about your life.
So I am the Kiana Dancy, former host of Sister Circle Live. I'm a comedian, I'm an actress, I'm an author. I have a book coming out very soon, Lord have mercy. This book is gonna kill me, but I'm not gonna let it, okay? It's gonna try to kill me, but I'm not gonna let it. I actually have a lot of things going on. I have a new movie coming out with Marlon Wayans on Netflix. I just had a movie come out on BET Her called One Crazy Christmas. Girl, I have to think about that. One Crazy Christmas. It was amazing. And now I'm just out here, girl, having a good time. Just turn it up and having a little cocktail or two.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, where can we find those movies?
So make sure you check out BET Her, One Crazy Christmas, and Sextuplets on Netflix. Or you can just follow me at Kiana Dancy on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all things social, okay?
I'm here with the legendary Yolanda Adams. How are you today?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So what does football mean to you?
Football means life. Come on. I am from Texas, but my dad was a coach. So we celebrated all sports in our house, and I have, a proclivity toward football. I love football.
So tell us, what team are you rooting for in the Super Bowl this weekend?
Come on, everybody's asking me the same question. I have friends on both teams. I have friends who have sons on both teams. So I'm rooting for the winner.
So tell us, anything new for you in 2019? Because you are one of our favorites, you're classic in the Black household.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, there's more music, more books. We are doing more television. As a matter of fact, we are headed to the Grammys after we leave Super Bowl Sunday. And we have like 4 events that we have to be a part of. And I'm just so excited. When I tell you I'm so excited about everything. So I'm going to enjoy my Super Bowl weekend, and then I'm going to head to work on Monday.
I was just fast from a young age, so I just continue running. It's something I did throughout my years, and I really enjoy doing.
So using your platform, what do you want to do with this to help your community with encouraging the young kids?
For me, I've always tried to be a role model, you know what I mean? I've gotten a lot of texts all over the world, just people just thanking me for being a great role model, and I continue to try to live up to that as best as possible. And for me, I've done a lot for my community, my country, and I'm very happy that I can contribute in any way.
Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful tonight. It's crazy because yesterday me and my girlfriend were talking about you, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're in Atlanta. We hope we see the beautiful Tommy. And look, we blinked, and here you go. It's
such an honor to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much to you and your girlfriend. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be, amongst everybody. It seems like a good event. I can't wait to go inside.
So, Love and Hip Hop. Are you still friends with anyone on the show or contact?
That's a trick question, I know.
Yeah, it's a real question.
All right, so let me try to figure this out. Yeah, no, I am friends with a lot of people on the show, and we are still in contact and stuff like that. Shout out to my people on, Black Ink and things like that. So,
Tomorrow is cheat day for me, so I will be having chips and nachos and popcorn and donuts and ice cream and everything else.
I love that. That's amazing. And you keep teasing us. New music, is that coming soon? When can we anticipate that?
I'm so excited about the new music. We've been recording so many records. I've been doing stuff with international artists and shooting videos. There's a video I shot in Thailand that'll be coming out hopefully the end of this week. I'm in with Metro. There's so many things happening. Sway, Jay White, I'm very excited. So.
I love that. That's really exciting. And I know you collaborate a lot with Ja Rule. You guys have shows coming up. What are your thoughts on his involvement with the Fire Festival documentary that's out now?
I think Ja learned, there was some mistakes made. There was some things that, maybe could have been spoken about ahead of time. And I think he learned. That's the most important part.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you send him any well wishes, any advice?
I did.
What'd you say?
I said, call me. We got to talk.
First of all, I have to say, how are you, Sarah?
Okay, then, diva. You a devastating diva from one to another.
Absolutely. I'm doing great. How are you?
I gotta give you some love. Of course,
we always got it. Hey, you know how it goes. So, tell me more about Sister Circle.
My God, don't you love it?
Absolutely. I mean, the artists and the guests that you have on, from workouts, just all of it.
I had Kurt Franklin on today, who was uberly fantabulous. You know how small he is.
Yes.
Kurt, don't be mad at me for saying it. You and I we're both smalls. But he stood on a couch. It was super hilarious. I said, he's channeling his inner Tom Cruise. I feel you on that. But I mean, it's just a really great show overall. I mean, we stay true to what our mission statement is, and that's to inspire, motivate, educate, and entertain. And I think we do a great job at it. The community has spoken. They love Sister Circle. This is our second year, and we're waiting on the third.
So it's about Sister Circle. So you have two Sister Circles, one on TV, two on TV. So I got to be a little messy.
Well, come on now. It's obvious. Which one would you think I would like best? One of them has, hands down support, beyond overwhelmingly support, and the other is kind of a little combative, even if they're supposed to support you just for the drama of it, they don't, So I got to tell you, I'm going to go with the 100s. Yeah, the ones who are very supportive. That's just what it is. Sister Circle is a different platform, though, so we got to remember that. We look at reality TV and we know that it's predicated upon some drama, but what I do like about Married to Medicine is that we give what's real. It's not contrived. There's no script that we're reading. Sometimes I wish I could read a script, my God, but it's not a script. What I love about Sister Circle is that it's a sisterhood. So they're completely different, two different platforms, but I'm happy to be on both of them.
And when you said sisterhood, we know about sisterhood. And all your sorrows got your back.
I am so proud to be a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the absolute best sorority in this land. I just got to tell you, the overwhelming support that I've garnered from our sisters, it's just been amazing. So much love in hardships, and even when we're having a great time, So I'm just blessed to be a part of the sorority. Yes. Listen, if you don't already follow me, what's your problem? All right, we'll figure it out together. Follow me at Absolutely Quad on all social media platforms, and don't forget to get my cookbook, which is available right now. Yes, it's available on pre-order right now at Amazon.com, and it's going to be sold anywhere fine books are sold. You see how fine I am? Why wouldn't it be in a finer place? All right, with that being said, it's Live, Love, Laugh, and Eat Cooking with Miss Quad. Go get it.
When you are not on TV, what do you like to do to unwind?
Oh, I like to relax with my family. Obviously, I used to like to play basketball until my knees started messing with me on that cement. Like a little pool, like to bowl a little bit from time to time. I'm a movie fanatic. I always like watching movies and whatever. But really what I've learned more than anything, particularly, after losing both of my parents in the last 18 months, The value of family and loved ones, having people around you that you love and love you back is just an incredible thing. It strengthens you in ways as a human being that you never fully appreciate and realize until you find yourself needing that kind of love and support. And I have it with the friends and family members that I have, and I'm just incredibly grateful to God that those people are in my life because they establish a level of normalcy for me that I so desperately need and keep me grounded while also reminding me there's always tomorrow just because they're there. And it's a beautiful thing to have.
How has this experience been this week so far for you?
For me, it's always work. Usually come Friday night is where I get to unwind just a little bit because I don't have to necessarily wake up that early in the mornings on a Saturday the way that I do during the weekday. So, during the week, I'm on my grind. I got my head down, and I'm working 7 days a week, but I'm really on my grind during those weekdays. And to me, it's about getting the job done. It's just like yesterday, I did my shows, and then I was doing interviews on Radio Row, and then all of a sudden, the news broke that the Knicks had traded Kristaps Porzingis. Well, when there's breaking news, all hands on deck. And when it comes to the NBA, I'm the voice that ESPN looks to. And so for me, you're off when the job gets done. That's my mentality. There's no 9 to 5. There's no punching of a clock. There's no set hours. You stay up and you grind until the job gets done. That's always been my attitude. That's been my ingredient to success, and I don't plan on changing.
Definitely don't change your ingredient to success at all. I mean, so many young people look up to you. What would be your advice for someone who wants to be the next Stephen A?
Well, don't be the next Stephen A, be better. I've been blessed. I'm incredibly lucky. A lot of luck has come my way. Hardships have come my way too. Trials and tribulations have been there. But for the most part, I've been blessed and I'm incredibly lucky. Be better than me. Be about that work. Be about the grind. Don't be about the sprint. Be about the marathon. Understand that nothing is handed to you and nobody in this world truly, truly believes they owe you a damn thing. You want something, you got to go and get it. And if you're not committed to being on your grind and putting in the work, then that means you don't prioritize winning. And if you don't prioritize winning, to most people, you're a loser. And they're not going to want to have anything to do with you anyway. And so you have to recognize that, and you have to understand, stay grounded, and be about the business of achieving and succeeding every day. And it's not always about the big steps. Those small incremental steps, that path that you take to success is actually more important than the actual achievement. Achievement is confirmation of the hard work that you put in. But the hard work that you put in, if you find a way to enjoy the grind while you're on the grind, nothing in the world can stop you because everyone doesn't enjoy the grind. Well, if you find a way to enjoy your grind in the crevices of your soul where you set your sights on something and you're about the business of pursuing it and going after it, then you know what? The achievement is almost sad because it's the end. So you got to always have a new beginning to facilitate another grind, to inspire you to grind every single day. And that's what I try to do.